The reason why I'm asking you to move up is because if you don't have any millionaire friends, you have one today. So I want to tell you guys how you guys can be millionaires. So I need you to come close. Go close. The closer you are to me, the more money you will make. So come on fast. Fast. Not only that, I have a bunch of gifts.
The red team stay on this side as much as possible.
So come on up, first 3 or 4 rows. Quick, quick, quick.
Red, stay here, but move up.
Come on. The closer you get, the more money you're gonna make. Everybody touch me. This is gonna be millionaire vibes. Millionaire vibes? Anybody want to get millionaire vibes? Have a seat.
I'm coming in the front.
Yes.
All right, how many of you guys understand what it is to make $1 million? At least you understand. Well, let me ask you another question. How many of you guys would like to make $1 million in this lifetime? How about if I teach you how to do that? All right, so let me share with you guys a little story. Now, is everybody from Brooklyn? Yes. Anybody from the BX? No. That normally happens anywhere I go. I'm from the Bronx. But let me tell you about this little girl from the Bronx, okay? I was just like everybody in this room. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, trying to figure out where I was trying to go in life. I was that kid that was going from mother's house to father's house to father's house because they were separated. I did not have any millionaires in my family. I did not have anybody that went to college or post-college. But there was that thing inside me that said, I want to do this thing called entrepreneurship. Now, how many of you guys ever watched like the lifestyles of the rich and famous, or maybe they had MTV cribs and you saw those big gigantic mansions, right? How many of you guys looked at those mansions and said, I want that? Me. But how many of you guys are doing the steps to get that? See, at 12, 13, and 14 years old, I said, what do I have to do to get that? But I didn't have any role models. I didn't have anybody to teach me the way. So I did what everybody else told me to do, which was just go to school and get a good job. How many of you guys get told, go to school and get a good job? Right. I was told exactly what you were told. Now, there's nothing wrong with going to school. But here's the thing about the job that I didn't understand. When you go get a job, the only thing about the job is that in a lot of cases, it can limit you. And I was that person that I did not want any limits. How many of you guys understand what I'm talking about? I did not want any limits, but I didn't know what else to do. So what I did was, I just went along that normal course of life, and I started to go to school. By 20 years old, I had my master's degree in MBA degree. By 20, I had... Okay. So I went to school and I started to get these good jobs. But as I started to get these good jobs, I still did not feel fulfilled. Now let me tell you about my journey at working a job. I was working in HR. Anybody ever heard of HR? Yeah, I was working in HR. By 24 years old, I'm making $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year. Which to some people, that's a lot of money. But remember, what I was aiming for was a little bit higher than $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year. Remember those mansions and those yachts and that lifestyle? I knew that the $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 wasn't going to help me get there. So here's what happened. At 26 years old, I'm working a 6-figure job, and I decided I was going to quit my job and try this thing called entrepreneurship. Did you guys hear exactly what I said? 6-figure job to try my hand at what? Entrepreneurship. So here's what happened. I walked into my boss's office, I put in a resignation letter, and I said, I'm going to go live my dreams. Now, while I was working a 9-to-5 job, I was also doing something on the side. Now, I saw a bunch of dancers in here. I actually used to produce hip-hop dance shows in the Bronx, all over the Bronx. That was my passion. So producing shows and things like that was everything that I wanted to do. So I said, I'm going to quit my job, and I'm going to try my hand at doing my shows and doing production and doing TV stuff. By 26 years old, I quit that job and I got scared. Anybody ever heard of that thing called fear? Yeah, fear is very real. In 2009, I quit my job. Now, I don't know if you guys remember what was going on in 2009, but in 2009, we were going through a very tough time in our economy. Real estate market, everything was going down, and I was quitting my job. So while I'm trying to quit my job, what do you think all my friends and family are calling me? Crazy, deranged. Like, you can't quit your job. But I knew it was now or never. My dreams could not wait. So here's what I did. I quit my job. And I found myself on Wall Street in New York City. I went downtown to Wall Street. How many of you guys have been down to Wall Street before? When you go down to Wall Street, you start to feel money's in the room. Money's around you, right? And I started to feel that very thing. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make my first $1 million here. Do you know just 1 year later, I made my first $1 million on Wall Street at just 27 years old. Now, how did I do that? Determination. I tried my hand at real estate. How many of you guys have ever heard of real estate? Real estate is a great industry to get into, but I had no love for it. I just knew it was a way that I could make a bunch of money. I went into real estate and I found myself down on Wall Street. And let me tell you, the difference between me and a lot of people that say I'm going hard, well, I really did go hard. I stopped everything that I was doing to make sure that I did deals, that I posted ads, that I got calls, that I took clients out to go make money in real estate. And I started making so much money so fast, I couldn't cash the checks fast enough. Isn't that a great problem to have? By 90 days into working for someone else, I had this aha moment. And I said, I'm making all these brokers so much money. What if I was the broker and I didn't have to give up any of my check? So what you think I did? I said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start my own real estate brokerage. Imagine, black woman, Wall Street, real estate, nobody's doing it. There's a great opportunity for me here. And I did that. I walked away from them and I said, you know what, I'm going to start my own thing. And they were not happy with it. They did not want to see me succeed, but I had to push forward no matter what. I was pushing forward so fast, the broker came to me and said, Tiana, we want to offer you a partnership. Don't leave us. They said, we'll give you $250,000 if you stay. $250,000. How many of you guys know what $250,000 is? You know how much that is? 200, right, a whole lot. $250,000. So I'm in a position where I can go start my dream on my own as a black woman on Wall Street, or I can take their $250,000 and stay with them. I'm 27 years old with that decision. What would you have done? Take the money or leave it? Who would have left the money? Who would have left the money? Raise your hand. Who would have took the money and ran like a man did? What would you have done? I understand. I'm gonna tell you what I did. You ready? I turned it down. And when I turned it down, guess what they did? They fired me. Yeah, thank you for your great advice. But even though I was fired, and even though I was hurt, and even though I was upset, and even though I wanted to go get ratchet, I had to make a decision in that moment that this was the time for me to push forward and start my own thing no matter what. And I did just that. I took every piece of savings that I had and I started this company. In just 1 month, I hired 50 people. I got an office on Wall Street. My first month, I made $50,000. My second month, $70,000. Third month, I'm 27 years old. I'm trying to figure out how am I doing this? I had no mentors, had no support, had no help. But the money was coming in. 3, 4, 5 months later, guess what happened? The attacks started to come. Because as you become super successful, guess what? People don't like that. What you guys call them? Exactly. Haters started to come. But here's the problem. The haters came in the form of my friends and my family. And guess who was worse? I guess some of you know what I'm talking about. So here's the thing. When I was pushing forward, I went to my friends and I said, guys, my life just changed. I'm doing this thing on Wall Street in real estate. I just filmed my own TV show. And maybe if later on do we have that clip working? I want to show you some clips on my TV show. I created a show on NBC called Powerhouse. It was a show that I produced, I wrote, I shot. I put it out there and got a television deal on my own. What I want to explain you guys is that there's a lot of things that you guys can do. There's a lot of things that I wanted to do that I did not wait for anybody to give me anything. I went and created it myself. So I want to share with you some of those things, but let me just finish the story. So my friends, I was calling them up like, sis, you gotta come down here. I'm on Wall Street, I'm making all this money. I need you guys to come. They said, no, that's not for us. I said, but sis, you work at the Gap. I'm sure that's not for you. But come down to Wall Street and let me show you how to make this money. I'm making $5,000, $10,000 a deal. I'm 27, I don't know what I'm doing. They said, no, that's not for us. My friend's limited mindset was just going to the Chinese buffet. I think I should drop the mic on that one. No disrespect to the Chinese buffet. We like the Chinese buffet. But that was the limit. That's all they wanted to do. There was no growth. They didn't see the vision like I saw it. So guess what I had to do? I had to leave all my friends behind. And that was tough. And then I went to my family. Because I had nobody else, and even though I'm making a bunch of money and I'm getting a ton of fame and I have a TV show on ABC, where's everybody at? So I go to my family, and guess what? My family cuts me off, and my mother stopped speaking to me until this day. What is that? Oh, I heard it.
Jealousy.
Self-hate.
Your mother, though?
She just doesn't know any better.
No friends, no family, 27, making millions. What do? Well, I'll tell you what you do. You keep going. You keep going. And so for the last 10 years, what I've been able to successfully do, I wanted to be on more magazine covers. No one would give me that opportunity, so guess what I did?
Create your own.
I created the magazine. Women Doing It Big on newsstands nationwide, Barnes & Nobles, Books of Millions nationwide. I made my own documentary. I saw all these people making millions of dollars in the beauty industry off of hair and beauty and skincare. What do you think I did? I started my own beauty line, Ambition, made $1 million in my first year. I've worked with Master P, I've worked with Yandy Smith, I've worked with tons and tons of celebrities. How many of you guys heard about some of those people? I've worked with them all. And that's because I made a decision to push forward no matter what. I made a decision to push forward no matter what. So now today, after all that I've been through, I get to travel the world, teach people how to make millions of dollars. I just moved to, anybody ever heard of Franklin Lakes, New Jersey?
No.
If you've never heard of Franklin Lakes, New Jersey, Google it. It's real bougie. Anybody heard of the Real Housewives of New Jersey? That's where they live at. So how do you get to be 38 years old, millionaire, living in a 9,000 square foot mansion, and retired? How do you do that? Thank you. There is nothing like the life that you can have by going for all your dreams. Every day I get to wake up and decide if I feel like doing anything today. If I feel like working today. If I feel like picking up the phone and making a phone call today. If I feel like it. Not because I'm forced to, not because I have to. You guys get it? Yeah. All right, so with that said, I just want to leave you with this. There's some things that you guys have to start working on. And I call it building your $1 million brand. I've mastered the art of building a $1 million brand. I'm sure many of you have heard about branding. Take it seriously. I teach master classes all around the world how to build a multi-million-dollar brand. You guys need to learn that because it's something that you guys have that you can sell. I have clients that's 8 and 9 years old. I have clients that have their own crayon line. I have a client that's 12 years old girl. She has her own lipstick line. It's it's a lip gloss line. One side is for your bestie. So it's like a bestie gloss. I have clients that have their own books. Every young person in here can write a book. So even though you guys are pursuing your school and college and everything that you're going to do, do not forget about entrepreneurship. Do not forget about that thing that you can launch tomorrow. I have a 12-year-old girl with natural hair that just started her own natural hair care line. So imagine you're 12 or 13 or 14 years old and you're bringing in $30,000, $40,000 a month. Is anybody mad at that? No. I don't think so. And not just the young people, the older people too, it's not too late. So you guys have to move forward with all your dreams and your goals. You have to make it happen no matter what. You guys are phenomenal girls, yes? Say it, I am a phenomenal girl. and you'll become phenomenal women. Thank you guys so much. I'm Tiana Marsha.